In the vast, sun-drenched landscapes of the African savanna, where golden grasses ripple beneath a boundless sky and acacia trees cast long shadows, a drama unfolds each day and night, one that is as ancient as the land itself. As darkness falls, a chorus of haunting calls pierces the quiet, echoing across the plains and woodlands. These are the voices of the spotted hyena, a creature whose reputation is shrouded in myth and misunderstanding. Often cast as the villain of the savanna, the hyena is imagined as a skulking scavenger lurking in the shadows, waiting for the leftovers of more noble predators. But this image is a mere shadow of the truth. Beneath their powerful jaws and expressive eyes lies a mind of remarkable intelligence, a creature whose life is woven into the very fabric of the ecosystem. Far from being mere opportunists, hyenas are among the savanna's most formidable hunters. Their hunts are masterclasses in cooperation and strategy, with clans working in perfect synchrony to outmaneuver prey that is often larger and faster than themselves. When a hunt is successful, the spoils are shared according to a strict social order, reinforcing bonds and ensuring the survival of the clan's youngest and most vulnerable members. At the heart of every clan is a matriarch, a dominant female whose authority is absolute. She leads not by brute force alone, but through a complex web of relationships, alliances, and subtle cues. Females are larger, stronger, and more dominant than males, a rare reversal in the animal kingdom. Their leadership ensures stability, guiding the clan through times of abundance and hardship alike. The clan's territory is fiercely defended, with coordinated patrols and displays of strength that deter rivals and protect precious resources. Every member knows their place, and every action is part of a larger strategy for survival. Communication is the lifeblood of hyena society. Their vocal repertoire is astonishingly rich, with each whoop, groan, and cackle carrying specific meaning. These calls travel for miles, relaying information about food, danger, or the movements of rival clans. The air is alive with messages, weaving an invisible network that binds the clan together. Hyenas possess a keen intelligence that rivals even the most celebrated animals of the savanna. Their problem-solving abilities are legendary, allowing them to adapt to changing circumstances and outwit both prey and competitors. They can solve intricate puzzles, remember the locations of hidden food, and even anticipate the actions of others, skills that are vital in a world where every advantage counts. Each hyena recognizes the unique voices and scents of its clanmates, maintaining a mental map of relationships and rivalries that is constantly updated. When facing a rival group, they assess numbers and strength, making split-second decisions whether to stand their ground, call for reinforcements, or retreat to fight another day. Even when confronted by the formidable presence of a lion, hyenas do not act rashly. They weigh the risks, communicate silently, and may wait patiently for the perfect moment to act, sometimes turning the tables on their greatest adversaries. This capacity for calculated thought and collective action elevates them far beyond the caricature of a mindless scavenger, revealing a creature of depth and complexity. The life of a hyena is a tapestry of alliances and rivalries, of daily struggles and triumphs, all played out against the ever-changing backdrop of the savanna. Social bonds are forged and tested in the heat of competition, with every interaction shaping the destiny of the clan. Each meal is hard-won, every day a test of strength, wit, and endurance. The savanna is a land of scarcity and abundance, where only the most adaptable survive. Hyenas are not isolated actors, but vital threads in the intricate web of life. Their actions ripple outward, shaping the fortunes of countless other species and maintaining the delicate balance of the ecosystem. To witness the hyena in its element is to see a monarch in its realm, resilient, resourceful, and utterly essential. The hyena is not a creature to be scorned, but a survivor to be admired, a true monarch of the savanna, reigning with wisdom, strength, and an indomitable spirit. The image of the hyena as a mere scavenger is a misconception that fails to capture the true nature of this remarkable animal. Spotted hyenas are in reality highly skilled hunters, responsible for securing the majority of their own food through their own efforts. Their hunting prowess is built on a foundation of stamina and strategy, rather than speed or stealth. Unlike predators that rely on short bursts of speed, hyenas excel in endurance. Their bodies are designed for long-distance pursuits with powerful forequarters and a sloping back that allow them to maintain a steady, energy-efficient lope for extended periods. A hyena clan can pursue prey for several miles, often running for over an hour without tiring. This relentless chase gradually exhausts even the strongest animals such as wildebeest or zebra, whose initial speed cannot be sustained over such distances. The hunt becomes a test of endurance, with hyenas using their superior stamina to outlast their quarry. This ability to keep moving mile after mile is a key factor in their hunting success, but stamina alone is not enough. The true strength of the hyena lies in its social structure and cooperative tactics. Hyenas live and hunt in clans, which can number up to 80 individuals, each with a defined role within the group. During a hunt, the clan operates as a single coordinated unit. Individuals communicate constantly through vocalizations, body language and scent, allowing them to adapt their tactics in real time. The hunt often begins with a group of hyenas approaching a herd, searching for signs of weakness or vulnerability. Once a target is identified, often a young, old or injured animal, the clan works together to separate it from the safety of the group. Some hyenas initiate the chase, driving the prey away from the herd, while others move ahead to block escape routes. This strategic positioning is crucial, as it prevents the prey from rejoining the group and increases the chances of a successful hunt. Throughout the pursuit, hyenas use a complex system of signals, ranging from whoops and giggles to subtle changes in posture, to coordinate their movements and adjust their strategy as the situation evolves. When the moment is right, the clan closes in on the isolated animal. Working together, they use their numbers to overwhelm prey much larger than any single hyena could handle alone. The final phase of the hunt is a display of teamwork and power. Hyenas use their strong jaws and muscular bodies to bring down the exhausted animal quickly, minimizing the risk of injury to themselves. Their jaws are among the most powerful in the animal kingdom, capable of crushing bones and consuming every part of the carcass, leaving little to waste. Feeding is also a coordinated effort. The clan's social hierarchy determines the order in which individuals eat, with dominant females and their offspring feeding first, followed by lower-ranking members. This system reduces conflict and ensures that the most important members of the clan, those responsible for its future, are well nourished. The efficiency of the feeding process is remarkable. Hyenas can consume large quantities of food in a short time, minimizing the risk of losing their hard-earned meal to other predators. Cubs and young hyenas learn these techniques from an early age, observing and participating in hunts under the watchful eyes of experienced adults. The combination of endurance, intelligence, and cooperation makes the hyena clan a formidable force. Each hunt is a demonstration of their ability to adapt, strategize, and persist until success is achieved. Hyenas are not passive opportunists. They are active, determined hunters, shaping their own fate through relentless effort and collective action. Observing a hyena clan in action reveals a masterclass in endurance and strategy, where every member plays a role in the pursuit and capture of prey. The hunting ability of the hyena is a testament to its adaptability and intelligence, proving that it is far more than the simplistic image of a scavenger. The true story of the hyena is one of stamina, strategy, and the power of unity. In the intricate food web of the Savannah, competition is a constant, and the struggle for survival is played out in dramatic encounters between its most formidable predators. No resource is more fiercely contested than a fresh kill, and it is here that the rivalry between hyenas and leopards is most intense. Hyenas, ever opportunistic, are drawn to the scent of blood and the promise of an easy meal, often bringing them into direct conflict with leopards, solitary hunters who rely on stealth and strength to secure their prey. Leopards, masters of ambush, frequently find themselves outnumbered when a hyena clan arrives, their audacious tactics challenging the leopard's solitary dominance. A typical scenario unfolds when a leopard, having just brought down a gazelle or impala, is alerted by the distant whoops of hyenas. The leopard's vigilance intensifies, knowing that its hard-earned meal is now at risk. The scent of blood acts as a beacon, and hyenas, with their acute sense of smell, are quick to converge on the site, sometimes from several kilometers away. In these confrontations, a lone leopard, despite its formidable claws and teeth, is often at a disadvantage against the overwhelming numbers and coordinated tactics of a hyena clan. The encounter may begin with a single hyena cautiously testing the leopard's resolve, circling and watching for any sign of weakness. Soon more hyenas arrive, their confidence growing with each new member until the leopard is surrounded by a chorus of cackles and whoops. The hyenas employ a strategy of harassment, circling the leopard, darting in to nip at its flanks and retreating before the cat can retaliate. This relentless pressure is designed to exhaust and intimidate the leopard. The leopard responds with snarls, hisses, and powerful swipes, but the hyenas are agile and experienced in avoiding direct confrontation, preferring to wear down their opponent over time. Patience is key for the hyenas. They wait for a lapse in the leopard's concentration, a moment of fatigue or a misstep that will give them the opening to seize the prize. Their success often hinges on teamwork and persistence. In one documented case, a group of over 10 hyenas coordinated their efforts, each taking turns to distract the leopard while others edged closer to the carcass. In a notable encounter, a leopard had just brought down a wild boar, a substantial and hard-fought meal. The leopard, aware of the threat, attempted to eat quickly, but the hyenas were already closing in. The hyena pack, led by a dominant female, approached with calculated boldness, spreading out to encircle the leopard and block any escape routes. A fierce tug-of-war ensued. The leopard, using its powerful jaws and forelimbs, tried to drag the carcass away, but the hyenas latched onto the boar, pulling in the opposite direction. The leopard's best defense is to hoist its kill into the branches of a tree, out of reach of the hyenas. In this case, the leopard made a desperate attempt to lift the heavy boar, muscles straining as it climbed the trunk, but the boar was too heavy and it slipped from the leopard's grasp, crashing to the ground. The hyenas swarmed instantly, their victory sealed by sheer persistence and numbers. Such outcomes are common. Hyenas are adept at exploiting the efforts of other predators, using their intelligence and social structure to outmaneuver solitary hunters. This behavior, known as kleptoparasitism, is a hallmark of hyena survival strategy. They are not merely scavengers, but skilled tacticians who can force even the most powerful predators to abandon their kills. Once the hyenas have secured the meal, they feed together, often under the watchful gaze of the displaced leopard, who must now wait for another opportunity. For the leopard, the loss is significant, but the risk of injury in a prolonged fight with a clan of hyenas is too great. Survival often means knowing when to retreat. These dramatic clashes are a testament to the intelligence, adaptability, and social cohesion of hyenas. In the ruthless economy of the Savannah, it is not always the strongest who prevail, but those who can best exploit every opportunity. In the heart of the savannah, a solitary leopard finds itself encircled by a determined clan of spotted hyenas. The air is thick with tension as the hyenas, vocalizing in a chorus of whoops and cackles, close in around the leopard, their eyes fixed on the fresh kill at its feet. The leopard, muscles taut and tail lashing, stands its ground, every sense attuned to the shifting positions of its adversaries. The leopard's body language is unmistakable, shoulders hunched, ears flattened, lips curled back to reveal formidable canines. It crouches low over its prize, emitting a deep, resonant snarl that vibrates through the grass. This display is not mere bravado, it is a calculated warning, a signal to the hyenas that any approach will be met with violent resistance. When the hyena group is small, the leopard's confidence grows. A large male in particular will rise to his full height, tail flicking in agitation, and stare down the challengers. The hyenas, wary of the leopard's explosive power, fan out in a semicircle, probing for weakness but careful not to get too close. The leopard's snarls escalate, each guttural sound punctuated by sudden lunges and feints. The hyenas respond with their own vocalizations, high-pitched giggles and growls, attempting to intimidate and confuse. Yet the leopard's unwavering aggression often causes the hyenas to hesitate, their advance stalling as they reassess the risk. When a bold hyena ventures too close, the leopard lashes out with a lightning-fast swipe, claws unsheathed. The blow lands with a thud, sending the hyena scrambling back, yelping in pain. The threat of injury is real. One well-placed strike can cripple a hyena, and the clan knows it. Yet the leopard's most potent weapon is its mastery of the vertical world. With a sudden burst of energy, it can scale the nearest tree, claws digging into bark, muscles rippling with effort. The hyenas left earthbound can only watch as their quarry escapes to the safety of the branches. When the odds become overwhelming, the leopard's strategy shifts from confrontation to evasion. With a powerful leap, it launches itself into the lower limbs, sometimes with the carcass gripped tightly in its jaws, leaving the frustrated hyenas circling below. The leopard's leap is a marvel of strength and precision. In a single bound, it can ascend several meters, dragging its kill with it. The hyenas, unable to climb, mill about the base of the tree, their eyes following every movement above. If the prey is not too heavy, the leopard hauls it higher, wedging it securely in the fork of sturdy branches. Here the leopard is untouchable, and the hyena's hopes of a stolen meal fade. From this lofty perch the leopard tears into its meal, every bite a victory. Below, the hyenas pace and vocalize, their frustration evident as they snap at each other and cast longing glances upward. Eventually the hyenas drift away, defeated. The leopard, now relaxed, drapes itself over the branch, tail dangling, eyes half closed in satisfaction. The spoils of its tenacity are enjoyed in peace. Not every encounter ends so decisively. Sometimes a tense standoff ensues. The leopard and hyenas circle each other, each waiting for the other to make a mistake. The leopard's body remains coiled, ready to spring, while the hyenas test the boundaries, darting in and out, searching for an opening. In these moments, the leopard may launch sudden, explosive attacks, driving the hyenas back with a flurry of claws and teeth. The hyenas, startled, scatter, regrouping just out of reach, their resolve momentarily shaken. The hyenas weigh their options, circling warily. Hunger drives them forward, but the risk of injury tempers their aggression. They keep their distance, eyes flicking between the leopard and the carcass, calculating the odds. A psychological battle unfolds. The leopard's unwavering stare meets the hyena's restless glances. Neither side is willing to yield, and the tension stretches unbroken. The leopard remains hyper-alert, every muscle primed for action. The hyenas, patient and persistent, linger at the periphery, waiting for fatigue or distraction to tip the balance. As hours pass, the standoff becomes a test of endurance. Night falls, and both predator and scavenger grow weary. The leopard's eyes remain fixed on the hyenas, while the hyena's calls grow less frequent, their movements slower. Eventually, one side relents. The hyenas, recognizing the futility of further effort, slink away, regrouping in the shadows. The leopard stands victorious, its dominance reaffirmed. Each encounter is a lesson for the hyenas. They study the leopard's reactions, learning to gauge its strength, mood, and willingness to fight. Their strategy adapts, always seeking the moment of weakness. But a leopard that stands its ground with confidence and aggression can shatter the hyena's resolve, sending them retreating into the night. The hyenas' frustration is palpable as they slink away, their hopes dashed by the leopard's unyielding defense. These defeats are etched into their memory, shaping future encounters. Across the savannah, these battles play out day after day. The leopard's solitary strength and strategic brilliance are pitted against the hyena's numbers and persistence. Each confrontation is a testament to the delicate balance of power where survival depends on instinct, adaptability, and the relentless testing of rivals' defenses. In the vast expanse of the African savanna, where every day is a contest of survival, size is not always the ultimate measure of strength. Here, the rules of engagement are written in tooth and claw, and the smallest creatures can sometimes command the greatest respect. Few animals embody this truth more dramatically than the honey badger. With a low-slung body and a gait that radiates confidence, it moves through the grasslands as if it owns every inch. Though small in stature, the honey badger's reputation for fearlessness is legendary. Its eyes burn with a wild intensity, and its every movement signals a readiness to defend itself against any challenger, no matter the odds. This unyielding tenacity is put to the ultimate test when the honey badger crosses paths with a clan of hyenas, formidable predators known for their cunning and strength in numbers. One might expect such an encounter to be swift and one-sided, with the hyenas overwhelming their smaller adversary. But the honey badger is no ordinary prey. It stands its ground, eyes fixed, body coiled like a spring. The honey badger is armed with powerful claws, razor-sharp teeth, and a hide so thick and loose that it can twist and turn even when gripped by powerful jaws. This natural armor makes it a fortress of fury, nearly impossible to subdue. When confronted by hyenas, the honey badger does not retreat. Instead, it advances, emitting guttural growls and displaying its teeth in a show of defiance. Often it launches a preemptive counterattack, charging at its much larger adversaries with a ferocity that is utterly astonishing. The hyenas, taken aback by this audacity, are forced to reconsider their approach. In one tense encounter, 3 hyenas encircle a lone honey badger, their bodies low and eyes fixed, attempting to cut off any escape. The air is thick with anticipation, each animal reading the other's intent. Suddenly the honey badger erupts into a whirlwind of aggression, lunging and snapping with such speed and violence that the hyenas are visibly startled. Their coordinated attack falters as the badger's unpredictable movements disrupt their formation. The hyenas attempt to bite and subdue their quarry, but the badger's tough hide absorbs the impact. Twisting within its skin, it bites back at its attackers, forcing them to leap away and keep a wary distance. The hyena's usual tactics, overwhelming a target through coordinated attack, prove ineffective. The honey badger's defensive prowess and relentless counterattacks sow confusion in the ranks. Relentless aggression and surprising resilience from the badger cause hesitation among the hyenas. Their confidence wavers as they circle, uncertain how to proceed against such a formidable opponent. In another remarkable instance, a single honey badger boldly approaches a hyena clan feasting on a large carcass. The hyenas snarl and snap, but the badger is undeterred, its hunger and audacity driving it forward. Instead of fleeing, the honey badger provokes an attack, then fights back with such vigor that it injures one of the hyenas. The pack, now wary, shifts from offense to defense, their meal interrupted by this unexpected challenger. The badger's sheer audacity disrupts the hyena's cooperative strategy. What should have been a simple meal becomes a dangerous and unpredictable fight, the balance of power shifting with every snarl and lunge. Ultimately, these confrontations often end in a stalemate. The hyenas, weighing the risk of injury against the reward, decide that the prize is not worth the cost. The honey badger, battered but unbowed, stands its ground. After a prolonged and intense struggle, the hyenas may simply give up, slinking away into the grass, leaving the honey badger in peace and sometimes even in possession of the spoils. These standoffs are a powerful testament to the honey badger's indomitable spirit and tactical brilliance. Its resilience and willingness to fight against overwhelming odds ensure its place as one of the savannah's most respected creatures. The hyenas, for their part, are not reckless. Their alert eyes and cautious movements reveal a deep intelligence, an ability to assess risk and adapt their tactics in the face of unexpected resistance. Their decision to retreat is not a sign of weakness, but of calculated prudence. In the ever-shifting dynamics of the savannah, survival often belongs to those who know when to fight and when to walk away. In this wild theatre, every encounter is a lesson in resilience, strategy, and the delicate balance of power that shapes life on the African plains. The African savanna is a realm of ambush predators, and few are as patient or as deadly as the African rock python. This formidable serpent is a master of camouflage, blending seamlessly into the tall grasses and undergrowth, waiting motionless for hours or even days for the perfect moment to strike. This massive constrictor, which can grow to astonishing lengths, operates in a world of silence and stealth, often striking under the cover of darkness. The python's hunting strategy relies on patience and surprise, using its heat-sensing pits to detect the body warmth of passing animals, including unsuspecting hyenas. While a full-grown hyena is a formidable animal, it is not immune to the python's lethal embrace. Hyenas, with their powerful jaws and social structure, are usually cautious, but a moment of distraction or isolation can make even the most experienced individual vulnerable. A lone hyena, particularly a younger or less experienced one in the wrong place at the wrong time, can fall victim to this silent killer. Young hyenas, lacking the wariness of adults, may approach a python out of curiosity, only to be ambushed in a sudden, explosive attack. The python's strategy is one of surprise, striking with incredible speed to secure its prey before wrapping its powerful coils around it. Once the coils are in place, the snake's grip tightens with every breath the victim takes, cutting off circulation and air in a relentless, crushing hold. In these chilling role reversals, the hunter becomes the hunted. The python's ambush is swift and silent, often giving the hyena little chance to react before it is ensnared. Footage has captured the grim reality of a hyena being constricted by an African rock python. The struggle is intense, with the hyena's strength pitted against the python's unyielding coils. The snake's immense power slowly and inexorably squeezes the life from its victim, demonstrating that even a predator equipped with bone-crushing jaws is vulnerable. The python's constriction is a test of endurance, and only the strongest or luckiest hyenas manage to break free. Such events are a stark reminder of the ever-present dangers of the wild, where threats can emerge from the most unexpected places. The savannah is a landscape of constant vigilance, where every shadow could conceal a predator. For a social animal like the hyena, being caught alone is its greatest weakness, a vulnerability that silent predators like the python are perfectly adapted to exploit. Hyenas rely on their clan for protection, and isolation can mean the difference between life and death. The savannah's balance of power is a delicate one. Every predator and prey species has evolved unique strategies to survive, and the python's ambush tactics are a crucial part of this intricate web. However, the relationship between hyenas and pythons is not always so one-sided. Hyenas are not just victims. They are also opportunists capable of turning the tables on their serpentine rivals. The hyena's sharp senses and opportunistic intelligence can also turn the tables on the serpent. By detecting the scent or movement of a python, a hyena can avoid danger or even exploit the situation for its own gain. In a fascinating display of cunning, a hyena was observed interrupting a python's own hunt. The hyena's boldness and quick thinking allow it to take advantage of the python's momentary distraction. The snake had successfully ambushed a small deer and was in the process of constricting it, a moment requiring immense energy and focus. During this vulnerable period, the python is less able to defend itself from other predators. Seizing the opportunity, the hyena rushed in, snatched the deer from the python's coils, and made off with the hard-won meal. This act of theft is a testament to the hyena's adaptability and boldness. The python, fully committed to its constriction, was powerless to stop the theft. Such encounters highlight the risks pythons face when hunting large or contested prey. These encounters showcase the complex and often surprising dynamics of predator-prey relationships on the savanna. Both hyenas and pythons must constantly adapt their strategies to survive in this ever-changing environment. The hyena is not just a hunter of herbivores, it is an intelligent opportunist that interacts with a wide array of species, including other top predators. Its ability to scavenge, hunt, and steal makes it one of the savanna's most versatile survivors. The python represents a unique threat, one based on stealth rather than direct confrontation, but it also presents a unique opportunity for a clever hyena to secure a meal with minimal effort. Both species must weigh risk and reward in every encounter. This duality, being both potential prey and a cunning thief, perfectly encapsulates the hyena's adaptable and multifaceted role within its ecosystem. The python, too, must constantly refine its ambush tactics and defensive behaviors to survive. In the wild, every encounter is a test of strategy, strength, and survival, with no guarantees for either predator or prey. The raw power of a hyena clan is truly tested when their hunger drives them to confront one of Africa's giants, the rhinoceros. In the golden light of the savanna, the air is thick with tension as the hyenas approach, their bodies low and eyes fixed on their quarry. The adult rhinoceros stands as a living fortress, her thick hide and massive frame a near impenetrable barrier. Beside her, the calf is a bundle of curiosity and vulnerability, shadowing its mother's every move, learning the subtle cues of danger and safety. The hyenas, ever opportunistic, focus their attention on the calf. Their eyes glint with anticipation as they fan out, each member of the clan communicating through subtle glances and body language, orchestrating a silent, coordinated approach. The clan's strategy is to encircle the pair. Their movements fluid and synchronized, they dart in and out, testing the mother's reactions, seeking to sow confusion and panic. The calf, sensing the threat, presses closer to its mother, its small body trembling but trusting in her protection. Some hyenas faint towards the mother, snapping at her flanks, while others attempt to wedge themselves between her and the calf. The mother's ears flick back and forth, her nostrils flaring as she assesses every movement, never allowing herself to be drawn too far from her young. The standoff intensifies. The mother rhino lowers her head, her horn gleaming in the sunlight, and lets out a deep, resonant snort. The hyenas hesitate, momentarily thrown off by her display of strength and resolve. With a sudden burst of energy, the mother charges, scattering the hyenas. Her movements are not reckless, but calculated. Each charge is designed to break the formation, to keep the predators guessing, to buy precious seconds for her calf to remain safe. She positions herself as a living wall, always between the hyenas and her calf. The calf instinctively stays close to her side, mirroring her movements, learning the art of survival in a world where danger is never far away. The mother's horn is her greatest weapon, a tool of both intimidation and defense. She brandishes it with precision, swinging her head to keep the hyenas at bay. Each movement a warning that she will not hesitate to use lethal force if necessary. Again and again she charges, her massive body thundering across the ground. The hyenas scatter, regroup, and try again, but the mother's relentless defense makes it nearly impossible for them to isolate the calf. The hyenas, undeterred, display remarkable persistence. Their social bonds and teamwork are on full display as they communicate with yips and growls, encouraging each other to keep up the pressure. They dart in, nipping at the mother's legs and flanks, hoping to tire her out or force a mistake. Each attack is met with a swift, punishing response, a stomp, a swing of the horn, a bellow that echoes across the plains. This is a battle of endurance and nerve. The mother's stamina is tested as she fends off wave after wave of attacks, while the hyenas gamble on her, eventually faltering. The mother cannot afford a single lapse in focus. Her eyes never leave the hyenas, and her body is always poised to react. The hyenas, agile and cunning, dodge her charges, always searching for a moment of weakness. The savanna is alive with sound, the excited whoops and cackles of the hyenas, the deep, guttural snorts of the rhino, the pounding of hooves on dry earth. Each sound is a signal, a message in the ongoing negotiation between predator and prey. The hyena clan moves as one, flowing around the rhino's defenses, probing for any sign of fatigue. Their persistence is a testament to their adaptability and intelligence, but the mother's determination is equally formidable. In most encounters, the mother's devotion and raw power prevail. The calf, though shaken, remains unharmed, its trust in its mother reaffirmed by her unwavering protection. Eventually, the hyenas, recognizing the futility of their efforts, begin to retreat. Their energy spent, they slink away, frustrated but ever watchful for their next opportunity. The exhausted pack melts into the grass, leaving the rhino family in peace. The mother stands tall, her sides heaving, her calf pressed close, both survivors of another day's trial. This dramatic showdown is more than a contest of strength. It is a vital part of the ecosystem. The hyena's persistence ensures only the strongest and most vigilant survive, while the rhino's defense shapes the behavior and strategies of the predators. In these moments, the savanna's balance is maintained. The mother's indomitable will, the calf's growing awareness, and the hyena's relentless drive all play their part in the intricate web of life. Each encounter shaping the future of both predator and prey and echoing the timeless struggle for survival in the wild. The life of a hyena is a constant balancing act, at once a formidable predator and at times a vulnerable target. Every day, the hyena navigates a world where it must be both the pursuer and the pursued, its existence shaped by the intricate web of the African food chain. This duality is central to the hyena's role in the ecosystem. As a top carnivore, it sits near the apex of the food chain, but it is never truly safe from danger. When hunting, hyenas rely on their numbers and coordination. A clan can number up to 80 individuals, and together they can bring down prey as large as wildebeest or even young buffalo. Their hunts are a display of relentless stamina, with hyenas often running their quarry to exhaustion before moving in for the kill. Their strategy is built on endurance and teamwork. While one group chases, others flank or cut off escape routes, communicating with whoops and cackles that echo across the plains. This cooperation ensures that even the swiftest antelope can fall victim to a well-coordinated attack. Once the prey is down, the clan wastes no time. Powerful jaws crush bone and devour flesh, leaving little behind for other scavengers. In this way, hyenas are not just scavengers. They are active, efficient hunters, shaping the populations of herbivores and maintaining the balance of the savanna. Yet, even in victory, vigilance is essential. The savanna is a landscape of constant threat, and a feeding hyena must always be alert for danger. The presence of other predators, lions, leopards, and wild dogs, means that a hyena's meal can quickly become a battleground. The hyena must weigh the risks of defending its kill against the possibility of injury or death. Lions, in particular, are the hyena's most formidable adversaries. These powerful cats are not just competitors for food, they are also direct threats to hyena survival. A pride of lions, especially the dominant males, will not hesitate to attack and kill hyenas. These confrontations are brutal, with hyenas often forced to abandon their hard-won meals or risk being killed outright. These battles are not always about food. Territorial disputes are common, with both species vying for control over the richest hunting grounds. The outcome of these clashes can determine which species dominates a particular region. For a lone hyena, encountering a lion pride is almost always fatal. The safety of the clan is paramount, and hyenas rarely stray far from their group for long. This ever-present danger has shaped the hyena's survival tactics. They rely on numbers, constant communication, and a keen awareness of their surroundings. Sentinels keep watch while others feed, and the clan is quick to rally in the face of a threat. But lions are not the only danger. The African savanna is teeming with hidden threats, each demanding a different response. The silent African rock python can strike from the undergrowth, coiling around an unsuspecting hyena. Even the tenacious honey badger, small but fierce, can inflict serious wounds in a confrontation. Danger also comes from within. Hyenas are highly social, but their society is built on a strict hierarchy. Fights for dominance are common, and injuries from these internal disputes can be as deadly as any external threat. Rival clans clash over territory and resources, their battles echoing across the plains. These encounters are fierce, with both sides risking injury or death to defend their home range. Every moment is a test of awareness. A hyena must be attuned to the slightest movement in the grass, the distant call of a rival or the scent of a lurking predator. Danger can come from any direction at any time. This existence, forever poised between dominance and vulnerability, defines the hyena's place in the food web. It is both hunter and hunted, a creature shaped by the relentless pressures of survival. The hyena's life is a raw, unfiltered reflection of the natural order. Every meal, every chase, every narrow escape is a testament to the harsh realities of the wild. Survival depends on more than strength. Intelligence, cooperation, and adaptability are the hyena's greatest assets. Their social bonds and complex communication allow them to outwit rivals and overcome adversity. As both predator and prey, hyenas are a vital link in the food chain. They control populations of herbivores, recycle nutrients, and even provide food for larger predators and scavengers when they fall. The story of the hyena is the story of the savanna itself. A never-ending cycle of life and death, where every creature plays its part in the grand tapestry of existence. In the final analysis, the spotted hyena stands as a testament to the intricate artistry of evolution, a being shaped by the relentless demands of the savanna, honed by the challenges of survival, and defined by a remarkable blend of strength, intelligence, and adaptability. Every aspect of hyena life is a story of adaptation. Their intelligence is not merely a tool for survival, but a foundation for complex social bonds and dynamic problem-solving. Within their clans, intricate hierarchies and relationships unfold, each member playing a role in the collective success of the group. Though often overshadowed by their reputation as scavengers, hyenas are formidable hunters. Their ability to strategize, coordinate, and execute hunts reveals a depth of cooperation and foresight rarely seen in the animal kingdom. In the heat of the hunt, hyenas become architects of opportunity, working together to outmaneuver prey and rivals alike. Their courage in the face of larger predators and their willingness to confront danger for the good of the clan are hallmarks of their resilience. Physical power and sharp minds combine, allowing hyenas to adapt to shifting circumstances, whether in pursuit of a meal or in defense of their territory. The social structure of the hyena clan is a marvel of natural organization. Communication, through vocalizations, body language, and scent, binds the group together, ensuring unity and coordinated action. At the heart of the clan stands the matriarch, guiding her kin with experience and authority. Through her leadership, the clan achieves feats impossible for any lone individual, from defending territory to raising the next generation. Teamwork is the hyena's greatest strength. Whether chasing down a wildebeest, outwitting a leopard, or weighing the risks of a confrontation with a honey badger, the clan's unity is its shield and its sword. Each decision is calculated, each action a product of collective wisdom. The power of the group elevates the individual, turning challenges into opportunities. This social intelligence places hyenas among the most fascinating mammals of the savanna. Their interactions a tapestry of alliances, rivalries, and cooperation. In the ecosystem, hyenas are indispensable. As scavengers, they consume what others leave behind, ensuring that no resource is wasted and that the cycle of life continues unbroken. By cleaning up carcasses, they prevent the spread of disease, maintaining the health of the savanna and all who dwell within it. Their role as nature's clean-up crew is vital, transforming death into sustenance and keeping the ecosystem in balance. As hunters, hyenas help regulate herbivore populations, preserving the delicate equilibrium between grazers and the grasslands that sustain them. They are not mere inhabitants of the savanna, but its guardians, an essential thread in the intricate web of life that makes this land so vibrant and ever-changing. To see the hyena clearly is to recognize a survivor, an animal shaped by adversity, thriving through ingenuity and cooperation. In a world of constant challenge, the hyena not only endures but flourishes, adapting to every twist of fate with unwavering determination. The hyena is a living symbol of resilience, a testament to the strength found in unity and a shining example of nature's boundless creativity. The haunting call of the hyena, echoing across the twilight savanna, is not a sound of menace, but a song of life, an anthem of struggle, triumph, and the relentless will to survive in the wild's grand theatre. In the world of the hyena, every day is a lesson in adaptation, every night a celebration of endurance, and every moment a reflection of the enduring spirit that shapes the heart of the savanna. Gap 1. Beneath the stars and under the golden sun, hyenas converse in a language few outsiders truly understand, a complex system of vocalizations and signals that is as nuanced as any spoken tongue. Their most famous sound, the unmistakable laugh, is not a sign of amusement, but a multifaceted call that conveys excitement, nervousness, or submission, depending on its pitch and context. This giggling chatter ripples through the clan during intense moments when food is found, when rivals encroach, or when social hierarchies are tested. But the hyena's vocal repertoire extends far beyond laughter. Deep, whooping calls echo across vast distances, serving as long-range beacons to summon clan members or mark territory. Each whoop is unique, a vocal fingerprint that allows individuals to identify one another even in the dark of night. Growls, grunts, and soft moans punctuate everyday interactions, greetings, warnings, or gentle reassurances exchanged between close companions. High-pitched squeals and yelps burst forth in moments of distress or conflict, signaling submission or requesting aid. These sounds are woven into the fabric of hyena society, helping to diffuse tension and maintain order in the bustling, ever-shifting dynamics of the clan. Even the subtle click of a jaw or the low rumble of a throat carries meaning, tiny cues that guide cooperation during hunts or reinforce bonds between mothers and their cubs. Communication is not limited to sound alone. Body language, arched backs, raised tails, and expressive ears works in concert with vocal signals to paint a complete picture of emotion and intent. Scent marking adds another layer, leaving invisible messages that linger long after the sender has moved on. Through this intricate web of signals, hyenas coordinate their actions, resolve disputes, and strengthen the ties that bind the clan together. Every call, every gesture is a thread in the tapestry of their social world. In the heart of the savanna, the language of the hyena is not only a tool for survival, but a testament to the intelligence and complexity of these remarkable animals, an ongoing conversation carried on the wind that tells the ever-evolving story of life in the wild. In the heart of the hyena clan, new life begins in secrecy and shelter. Deep within hidden dens, often burrowed beneath the earth or nestled among rocky outcrops, hyena cubs make their quiet entrance into the world. Born blind and helpless, these tiny creatures depend entirely on their mothers for warmth, protection, and nourishment. A typical litter consists of 2 or 3 cubs, each covered in a dark, woolly coat that sets them apart from the adults' spotted patterns. The first weeks of life are spent in darkness and silence, where safety is paramount. The den becomes a nursery, a refuge guarded fiercely by mothers who return frequently with milk rich in nutrients. Here sibling bonds are forged, and rivalries begin. Competition among cubs is intense, especially among females, who will one day vie for dominance within the clan. Early displays of strength and assertiveness can shape their future roles. As the cubs grow, their world gradually expands. Eyes open to the shifting light, ears attuned to the chorus of clan calls outside. At around 3 weeks, the bravest begin to venture to the den's entrance, blinking at the unfamiliar savanna. Soon, play erupts. Chasing, mock fighting and wrestling not only sharpen physical skills but also teach vital lessons in social order. Motherhood among hyenas is solitary. Each mother tends to her own young, but the den may house the cubs of several females, creating a bustling hub of youthful energy. Older cubs mentor the younger, and social hierarchies start to emerge, mirroring the clan's complex adult structure. Through every interaction, nips, nuzzles, and postures, cubs learn the intricate rules that govern their society, yet survival is never guaranteed. The outside world is fraught with danger, rival clans, lurking predators, and the ever-present threat of starvation. Cubs who venture too far from the den risk becoming prey themselves. Only the most resilient will survive to adolescence, their coats gradually fading from dark brown to the iconic spotted pattern. By the time they leave the den for good, hyena cubs have already mastered the basics of communication, cooperation, and conflict. Their journey is just beginning, but the lessons learned in these early days will shape their future as hunters, leaders, and members of the clan. In the story of the hyena, every new generation is both a triumph and a testament to the enduring strength of life on the savanna. Hyenas, often misunderstood and maligned, play an indispensable role in the ecosystem as nature's cleanup crew. Their diet is among the most diverse of any carnivore in the savanna. While they are skilled hunters, they are also opportunistic scavengers, consuming almost every part of a carcass, including bones, hooves, and even hides. With powerful jaws and teeth, hyenas can crush and digest bones that other predators leave behind. This ability not only provides them with essential nutrients like calcium and phosphorus, but also helps to keep the ecosystem clean by recycling organic matter that would otherwise decay and attract disease. Hyenas are known to follow other predators like lions and leopards, waiting patiently until these larger carnivores have had their fill. Once they move on, hyenas move in, efficiently cleaning up the remnants. Their acute sense of smell and excellent night vision make them formidable nocturnal scavengers, often locating carcasses from miles away. But scavenging is not their only means of sustenance. Hyenas are also adept hunters, capable of bringing down prey much larger than themselves. They often hunt in groups, using strategic teamwork to exhaust and overpower animals like wildebeests, zebras, and antelopes. Their stamina and endurance in long chases are unmatched, allowing them to outlast even the fittest of prey. The hyena's diet is not limited to meat alone. They are known to consume fruits, insects, and even small reptiles, showcasing their remarkable adaptability. This varied diet ensures that hyenas can survive in a wide range of environments, from arid deserts to lush savannas. Through their scavenging and hunting activities, hyenas help maintain the balance of the ecosystem. By consuming dead animals and organic waste, they prevent the spread of disease and contribute to nutrient cycling, enriching the soil and supporting plant growth. Their role is crucial in keeping the savanna healthy and thriving. In the grand tapestry of life on the savanna, hyenas are the unsung heroes. Their scavenging techniques and diverse diet highlight their adaptability and essential role as nature's cleanup crew. It's a role that ensures the cycle of life continues undisturbed and in harmony. Hyenas are remarkable creatures, uniquely adapted to thrive in a variety of environments across the savanna. Their physical and behavioral adaptations are key to their survival and ecological success. One of the most notable physical features of hyenas is their powerful jaws and robust dentition. Their teeth are specially adapted to crush bones, allowing them to access the nutrient-rich marrow inside. This capability ensures they can derive sustenance from parts of carcasses that other predators cannot utilize. Additionally, their strong digestive system can handle a diet that includes bones, hooves, and even skin, breaking down these tough materials into essential nutrients. Hyenas possess a keen sense of smell and excellent night vision, making them proficient nocturnal hunters and scavengers. Their large nasal cavities enhance their olfactory abilities, enabling them to detect carcasses from great distances. This acute sense of smell is complemented by their exceptional night vision, which allows them to navigate and hunt effectively in the darkness, capitalizing on opportunities that may be missed by other predators. Behaviorally, hyenas exhibit complex social structures and cooperative hunting techniques. Living in clans led by a dominant female, hyenas utilize teamwork to hunt and protect their territory. This social organization is critical for their survival, as it allows them to tackle larger prey and defend their kills from other predators. Their communication skills, including a range of vocalizations and body language, facilitate coordination during hunts and reinforce social bonds within the clan. Hyenas are also highly adaptable when it comes to their diet. While they are proficient hunters, they are equally skilled at scavenging. Their opportunistic feeding behavior ensures they can exploit a wide range of food sources, from freshly killed animals to decomposing carcasses. This dietary flexibility allows them to survive in diverse habitats, from arid deserts to lush grasslands, where food availability can vary significantly. In terms of ecological impact, hyenas play a crucial role in maintaining the health of their environment. By scavenging, they help to clean up the savanna, reducing the spread of disease and recycling nutrients back into the ecosystem. Their predation on herbivores helps to control the populations of these animals, preventing overgrazing and promoting plant diversity. In conclusion, the physical and behavioral adaptations of hyenas make them one of the most versatile and resilient carnivores in the savanna. Their ability to survive in varied environments and their significant ecological contributions highlight their importance in the intricate web of life. Hyenas are true masters of adaptation, ensuring the balance and continuity of the ecosystem they inhabit. In the heart of the savanna, hyenas are not just survivors, they are social architects. Their clans, sometimes numbering up to 80 individuals, are among the most complex social structures in the animal kingdom. At the core of every clan is a matriarch, a dominant female whose leadership shapes the destiny of her group. Unlike many carnivores, hyenas follow a strict matrilineal hierarchy, where rank is inherited from mother to daughter, and females reign supreme over males. Within the clan, every member knows its place. High-ranking females and their offspring enjoy privileged access to food and prime resting spots, while lower-ranking individuals must wait their turn. This hierarchy is enforced not through constant conflict, but through subtle gestures, body language, vocalizations, and ritualized displays of submission. Cooperation is the cornerstone of clan life. Working together, hyenas can take down formidable prey or defend their territory from rivals. During hunts, they communicate through whoops, giggles, and even silent cues, coordinating movements with remarkable precision. After a successful hunt, the clan gathers, and the social order determines who eats first and who must be patient. But cooperation extends beyond hunting. Clan members care for each other's young, groom one another, and rally together in times of danger. When threatened by lions or rival clans, hyenas form tight defensive circles, presenting a united front that few adversaries dare to challenge. This intricate social system is not just about survival, it's about thriving in a world of fierce competition. By working together and respecting the rules of their hierarchy, hyenas ensure the strength and stability of the clan for generations to come. In the world of hyenas, family is everything, and cooperation is the key to their enduring success.